Check out.
Hello, everybody, and look at my wonderful panel today.
Hi, everybody.
We've got, let's see, let's go back up here. We have Lisa, and we have Ellen, we have Sherry, Leslie, Terry, Doggy Life, Billy Joe. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Janet, yeah, I have a full house today. I pulled in all the big guns.
And a pea shooter.
That's what I was thinking. I'm a bow and arrow. I'm a
Hello,
slingshot.
Darlene. Hello, Melissa and Karen and Jeanette. Marianne. So we have the wonderful Cindy below me. She has a channel. And last time I checked, she had 800 and some subscribers.
Go you.
And we have the
And
fabulous
going down.
going down. You're supposed to go up.
Yeah.
It's like the stock market. Don't do yourself a favor. Do not pay too close attention to your subscriber count. It will drive you crazy. I speak from experience. Just acknowledge it, smile, nod, and just keep going about your day. Because if you put too much focus on that, you'll drive yourself nuts.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Canadian dollar. We're going down.
It's just you'll drive yourself crazy in a hot minute. Just focus on doing your content, and eventually it'll get there.
Yes, Lisa keeps on reminding. She's like, yes, but it's the viewers and your friends that you make count. And I'm like, yes, you're correct.
Exactly.
And I have met a lot of people.
We have the wonderful, beautiful, amazing Lisa beside me. And beside her is the fabulous, wonderful spider himself, Craig.
Mm-hmm.
And below him, we have the majestic, beautiful Michelle.
I love your hat.
This is not a hat. This is a scarf. This is what you do when Russ sends you a text message and you're walking in the door after you just dropped your kid off at college. Because your hair is literally under a baseball cap.
That's like my bandana I usually wear.
Basically.
Well, yeah, I got a last minute message too, and I was like, well, I don't have to worry about bedhead because I molted. I got rid of all my hair, so I don't have to worry about that right now.
I think that's all on me. It's all on me. Russell has been going live like crazy. So I was like, do I go live today? And I was like, no, I don't feel like going live. I know Russell probably might go live. So I'm like, message him, Russell, are you going StreamYard live today? And he's like, yeah, but not till 11:30 midnight. And I'm like, oh God, I'm in bed by then.
Well, see, Russ, I'm afraid that you are going to spoil everybody because right now, since you're off from work, you've been posting a lot and you're going to spoil everybody. And then when you go back to work, people are going to be like, where'd he go?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this is where the changing of my shift. So 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Friday only. So I can come live in the morning for an hour or so, and I can also go live when I come home from work at 11:30 to 12.
Yeah. I'm just trying to look out for your long run interest, because if you get people, if you spoil people, then they're going to be like, okay, why isn't he doing 5 videos in an hour anymore? What's up with that? Because people get used to it, people get used to it.
I have, Ellen says exactly because I always miss his lives. But I don't go 5 times a day. I think the most that I did was 3.
I was exaggerating to make a point, honey dear.
I know you were, but I'm just saying. The most I think I went live in a day was 3. Morning, noon, and night.
That's what I'm saying. That's a lot. You're going to put me to shame because I only do 3 videos a week.
Yeah, but so I basically just talk. I don't really teach. You teach. So, there's a difference there. You take a designer like yourself and Lisa, and you guys have to design something. You have to crochet that design to make sure that it's right. And then if you want people to test it, you have to have them test it. So you guys are always having to constantly, you have to be like 3 steps ahead of everybody. On the
It's
other
like that
hand,
three-dimensional test.
I'm not a designer. I don't design, but I love to chit chat and I love to show the things that I buy, and I do crochet and I do knit and I do chat. I'm always
Well,
chatting.
so Russ,
And I always
so
try
that
and
means that
promote
you're going to start
everything.
designing stuff.
No, I don't have
Well,
time.
that means that you're going to start designing stuff. So that's great. So when's your next design coming out? When do we expect a new pattern? Huh?
When I get $1 million and retire, because
The Powerball.
then I can just pay somebody like you to come and design for me for the channel.
Oh, jeez.
No, see, if I design something, it's going to be on my channel, honey bunny.
But if I'm paying you to do it for my channel,
so you're implying that I will whore myself out for your channel.
for the right dollar amount, yes.
I'm just gonna watch this battle while eating a Pop-Tart.
Okay, well, what flavor?
It's
What?
chocolate.
Okay. If it's a chocolate Pop-Tart, okay, then, but if it's like brown sugar, it's like, oh, come on, honey, you can do better.
That's my oatmeal in the morning.
I thought she said chocolate popcorn. I love the popcorn I love the popcorn that's drizzled with chocolate.
Actually, Yesitsrainingyarn's. Yeah, I mean, chocolate's good. One of the best Pop-Tarts, s'mores.
Yeah, we don't
S'mores
get that
Pop-Tarts
flavor.
they are delish. Love those. Love s'mores Pop-Tarts.
I hate marshmallows, so there's that.
Well, I mean, it's not really marshmallows. It's like marshmallow goo,
Mm-hmm.
But those are really good.
The rest of that conversation off of YouTube for me to tell you exactly what I think of that goo. But it's reminiscent of something, and both are disgusting for me. And I see you just got my point.
Not going there.
Please don't. Please don't.
But no. If I design something, it's going to be for mine, for my channel. No offense, but it's like, no, you put that much work in.
Yeah.
Like, no, honey bunny.
You can replay it on your channel all you want.
See, there you go.
Speaking of replays, Russ.
Yes.
You literally had me crying at 6 this morning.
What did you say?
Overnight, he was live, and I always wake up in the morning and watch his replays. At the end of his video, he shared his love story, and it literally was the most beautiful thing. Really, it was.
What, did he find a sale at Your Inspirations or something?
Oh no, that was his back alley moment. But I'm talking his genuine his genuine love story. So Russ, do you want to share?
Share what?
Your story.
Someone's got music playing.
That would be me, and it is YouTube approved, but I apologize and will turn it off. I am
Thank you. Oh, don't be sorry. I just now heard it. It's like, wait a minute, there's music playing.
Well, no, it sounded nice. Like that type of ambient music that you would hear at the mall. It was actually nice.
Yeah, well, I don't want to get dinged.
I thought Kevin was playing the piano in the background.
No, that would get me dinged.
Yeah, this is YouTube approved music, and I play it in the background because the brain won't shut off.
I understand that.
for Christmas, not that we were even going to monetize the video anyway, because that we weren't, but we actually went to the site to get the open where you can use it. Okay.
Free use music.
Yes.
Or fair use, I think is what they call it.
And even though I didn't have it set for monetize, YouTube still caught it and said you can't use this music. You have to redo it.
Of course they did.
So it was okay because, like I said, I wasn't going to mind. It was our gift to everybody. It was Kevin playing the piano. It was our gift to everybody. I don't monetize those. Dad
I
loves
get
you.
the constant that it's copyrighted music, but that it's you get permission from YouTube to use it.
They tell me that I have to either blank that part out, or I have to put something else in its place, or not monetize the music, or not monetize the video, which is okay because, like I said, I didn't intend to monetize it anyhow. Lisa, what are you working on?
I am working on a shawl, big humongous shawl. Yeah, I'll show you.
You were going to send this one to me, right?
That is gorgeous.
Oh,
Yeah.
they have
like
Red Heart.
It's Red Heart.
Monet.
No. What do you say?
Is it Monet?
Very pretty.
Go with it, melange.
Oh,
Ah.
it's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh,
And I'm also working on a baby dress.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you. It's going to be pretty. And,
Mm-hmm.
okay, since I'm showing.
Yep. I'll make you big again.
And I'm finishing off my sheep.
Oh, lamb chop.
Yeah.
I think you should make those lambs and sell them, Lisa.
Oh no, never again. This is the what do you call it, the popcorn or the, what are those? It's like the popcorn or there's 3 different names for that ball stick.
Like a bubble.
The bobble, the popcorn, the whatever. Never again. No, thank you.
It's mad.
The bobble, the popcorn, the hell spawn.
Yeah, right.
Knitting bobbles looks pretty, but
I've never knit bobbles.
Ooh.
Because so when you come to the bobble, you have to knit. You have to turn your work, go back across, turn your work. You have to do this 5 times for one bobble.
No.
Well, you know what? There is a way of sort of knitting in reverse. It's like without having to turn your work. There is a way. I've seen it done. I've never done it myself, but like if you're doing, say, like a really large 10-row, like one of those 10-stitch blankets where you're only doing like a tiny strip and you're connecting it to your existing piece as you go. It's by Frankie Brown. Because you're only doing 10 stitches, then you have to flip 10 stitches, then flip 10 stitches, then flip. So if you learn how to do the knitting backwards thing, not tinking, not undoing your knitting, but actually still working a knitted row, but you're working from left to right, that could make it easier, for doing bobbles. But I can't speak from experience. I haven't tried it, not gonna try it anytime soon, but
Georgia,
just saying.
This right here is a blanket from Fiber Spider. It's his tumbling blocks tutorial. Or I should say it's from his tumbling blocks tutorial. And it was my Christmas present, I do believe. And me and Craig go to bed together every night.
That's an awful crowd.
It's what?
That is an awful crowd.
Is anybody else having a lot of like connection difficulties? Because you guys keep freezing. I don't know if it's my connection or.
They do. We watched you freeze while you were talking.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to disconnect and I'll try reconnecting and hopefully that will help.
Okay.
So I'll be back.
So, Michelle, what are you working on, darling?
Michelle is working on the third version.
Oh, I gotta make you big.
This is the third version of my bonus child's sweater. I started with one pattern and it was going along, but it wasn't giving me what I wanted. So I tried a different pattern. Again, same problem. Started this, I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. This is going so quickly and so well because I have other projects that I'm doing simultaneously. So this is, my keep busy project.
Cindy, are you working on anything?
Yes, it's the year of the mosaic for me. I discovered it at the end of November or in November. I actually have a video where all the Rosina Crochet is where I got taught by, and she's a British person, so learning, their triple crochets and double crochets. So I'm actually working my mind even more because single crochet is their double crochet. So I've got that on top of that to learn, but it goes up so quickly. I made I like yellow, but I don't know if I really like the mixture. But this is, wait. See, I can't even tell if I'm showing it the right. This is Autumn, by the way. She tends to know when I'm doing a live, and she likes to perch on me. But
that's seat in the house.
That's beautiful.
That is gorgeous.
Well, this is my mosaic, and I did 2 other green colors and then a purple and a blue color. And so I'm doing a mosaic blanket right now. So I think once I'm done this mosaic, there's other pattern mosaic blankets that I want to do. So the project I'm doing right now was supposed to be for January, but as soon as I got the pattern, I finished off 3 panels in the month of December. So yeah, I just picked it up. I haven't been crocheting this past year for 3 weeks now. I was busy doing other things, and so I would show you it, but I kind of can't really. I've got a cat in my hands, but yeah. So it's the year of mosaic for Cindy. Next year, maybe I'll do corner to corner. I'm not sure, but
it works up a lot faster.
Yes. This you get a lot of the ends happening when you do because you're doing 1 row at a time. Oh, there we go. I'm boring. Okay. Oh, my cat has turned into a huge cat. But I don't even know what I was going to say, but yeah, you do 1 row and then you cut. Each row is a new row. So frogging back is not the best, but I'm so out of tune at being on a live. I can't tell you the last live I've been on, but
well, better late than never.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. And yeah. Now my cat ruined my and this I'm borrowing my sister's tablet because I like to follow a chart. Yeah. Ooh, you know
And-
what? There's actually a knitting class going on in Swan River here. I was tempted to go every Tuesdays there, but I'm gonna wait till another class shows up because I don't know what Fahrenheit is, but we're heading like minus 40, 40 wind chilled temperatures here in Celsius. So, yeah.
Well, supposedly, we're supposed to be getting a lot of snow later today into tonight. Supposedly, I'll believe it when I
Oh.
see it, because
Yeah.
we've only gotten flurries up until this point. So I'm doubtful at best, but it would be nice, you know. I would
Yes.
welcome it if it happened, but it hadn't been happening.
I told
Yeah,
you
we've got dumped.
come get mine.
Well, hey, I accept donations.
It's pick up and with you. You're welcome to it. Right behind my car. Have it.
Send it on over. I'll you know what? What's that? COD. I'll pay for it COD.
Crap on delivery.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh,
Like those
shoot.
infomercials, no CODs. It's like, no, I'll do a COD. Give me the snow, I'll pay for it when it gets here. But I'm not gonna prepay on that. No, I want the snow.
Oh, we just lost Cindy.
Oh.
No.
But here, this is what the radar is showing for us right now.
And that green is, what's that green?
The green's actually not green, it's blue. And it's snow. Because the lake effect snow is kicking up.
Ew. Well, keep it over there.
So let's see. Working on knitting lessons. Russ and Craig helped me out.
Glad to help.
Excuse me.
Right now I'm working on a new project, but it's one of those where I really have to pay attention to it. So I'm not working on that right now. Oh, I hope you like it, Tammy.
Oh my
yeah,
goodness. Hello. Sorry, Craig. I cannot believe you are in here, Patty. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone is doing well. It's nice to see you back. Sorry, Craig, go ahead.
No, it's fine. No, I'm working on a pattern, project for something, but I have to pay attention to it. So I'm not working on it right now. I'm just working on little granny squares in the Aberdeen yarn, the merino. Because these I can do in my sleep. These are super duper easy, and I've got a whole bunch of squares already made. So I mean, I'm good in that respect. I figure just work through my stash of my mini hanks. Because the project that I'm working on for a tutorial, that one, it's like, no, it's hard to fix. Like if I make a mistake, it's hard to fix it. So I'm like, you know what? I'll save that for when I'm not, also socializing.
Did you need some more minis?
I would, you know what? I'm good as far as the minis go, because I mean, when I was sent that absolutely phenomenal box of 500 minis, I'm on bag number 2 out of the 5. So no, I'm good. I would love to get some more at some point, but right now I'm kosher. I'm good.
Okay, because I think I got 23 or 24 bags.
Dude.
I think if he had a shoe and could reach you, he'd pop you.
Why?
Well, no, I mean, I wouldn't do that. No, I mean, he might do that to me, but I wouldn't do that to him. But no, I mean, as far as the minis, no, I've got plenty. You know, like I don't even think that between now and my birthday that I'm gonna need any. So
Well, you'll have to let me know what you want for your birthday.
I don't know.
My question: when is the birthday?
I am right on the cusp between Pisces and Aquarius. I'm a mutt. Um, you know, well, for me, it's convenient. It's like, you know, whichever horoscope is more in your favor, go with that one. I'm February 19th, which was always nice when I was in grade school because it was always like around President's Day. So I never had to go to school on my birthday, which was always nice. But then you missed out on like your teachers and your classmates making a fuss over you, you know, on your birthday when you're in like, you know, 4th and 5th grade. But
Yeah.
I was like, you know, I'd rather have the week off because it was like, it was our spring break, you know, when I was growing up.
Okay, we have a question from somebody in the chat.
Oh.
They would, Mandy is trying to decide what stitch to use on her grandson. He's 12 years old and she has chunky Bernat blanket yarn.
Now the chunky Bernat, is that like a 5 or a 6?
5 or 6, somewhere through there. It's one of the two.
Grandson. Okay. I would definitely not suggest anything textured because that will eat up your yarn really, really fast. So I would not suggest doing anything that's textured. Offhand, personally, I would say like a granny ripple or a corner to corner. You know, that would be my offhand recommend because it works up fast. It's not textured. It's like a 1-row repeat, you know, at a certain point. So the only disadvantage with doing a ripple is that since it is zigzagged, it accordions in. So it's kind of a yarn eater, but not as much as if it were a textured stitch, you know. So I would say probably corner to corner would be a good one because it works up fast.
Now, do you have a corner to corner on your channel?
Multiple. Because I've got like a regular corner to corner. I've got the join as you go corner to corner. I've got the kaleidoscope corner to corner. I got a bunch. But I mean, corner to corner, it's easy, it's quick, it's simple. You're working into essentially stitch spaces, not into actual stitches. You know. Oh, by the way, I was given this mug a while back. It's hard to read the writing, but it says, knitting is not a hobby. It's a post-apocalyptic life skill.
I love it.
Right up my alley. One of my friends gave me this years ago, and I was like, oh my God. You know, actually, it's funny. One of my coworkers, she's like, you know, if ever, you know, the zombie apocalypse happened, you know, she's like, I want you in my compound because, you know, you could like repurpose old materials and you could like be the resident seamster person. You know, I'm like, hey, great, I'm in. So you were going to say something, Russ?
Did you have today off, Lisa?
Yes. Do you know what I did, Russ? Because I'm little Miss Smarty Pants. Because I hate driving in the snow and I hate driving in the ice. So I chose to have my holidays in January.
Oh.
Isn't that wise of me?
Good for you.
And it's good that your work allows you to do that.
Well, you know how you have your vacation, right?
Right.
So I asked for my vacation in January. So I don't have to deal with this crap. But the funny thing is that we've actually had good weather. So I'm like, well, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't, because
that's life in a nutshell.
Isn't it though? Okay, so I have a question for you guys.
What?
So a girl at work is having a baby, and she wants to do the celestial theme. So I did this.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
And
Nice.
and then I did this one.
That's
and then
pretty.
I did I don't know. Then I did this one. And then I did this one.
My goodness.
Now
you are an overachiever.
Now I did. So then I also did this one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did the star. Now I'm very anal about my crochet.
Okay.
And what I found with this star was that you see, okay, probably 3 points to my question. So see how that star is sitting not correct? Yeah. So I would have liked it to have been there.
Right.
Now I'm thinking of dumping these guys.
No.
Because I'm thinking, well, I'm not a yellow fan, but I think it blends better.
It does.
Right?
Yeah.
If it's the white on the black, that's very stark. Where if you have the yellow gold on the black, it's less of an extreme contrast. So honestly, I like the yellow in there more than just the black and white. That's me personally.
Yeah. Like my color, my camera isn't showing up. It's Karen Simply Soft, and it's blue. This is blue. But yes, I get what you're saying. But so the tutorial I was following, she gave me this, I think they're 13 by 13 squares. So I was able to, she doesn't talk. She just puts it up, the typing. So I got this one from her. I got this one from her. I got that one in the clouds with her, and this one. But she also has, well, I just took a picture of, I don't know if you guys saw me snapping with my camera, but I want this one as well.
That one's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
that reminds me of like a sun version of a Cocopelli.
And okay, so but she's made mistakes in her video. Okay. And so I'm following it, and I'm like, this isn't working out for me. I tried it like 4 or 5 times. I'm going, and then finally I read in her description box, I made mistakes, but her fixing wasn't fixing. It still, her mistakes were her mistakes. And I'm not mad at her or whatever. Hell, she's giving me free tutorials. I'm not mad at that business. Now, I found, other channels that have made the spirally thing, right?
Yeah.
And just like with this star, I found a different tutorial. And so, okay, so here's the girl I was originally following. Okay. And so if I want to sew these guys together, like take this guy out of the matter, because I'm not adding just the white. Now I'm just doing I'm taking the white guy out of the picture. I think we just continue with.
But Lisa, white stars matter.
We're not going there.
Well, I mean,
I'm making a joke.
I don't know yet. Like I might maybe at the 4 corners, put the star and the moon. I don't know. But my question is,
yeah.
So I made the star following somebody else's tutorial, and obviously it's a smaller square than these guys, because this one ends in double crochets, whatever, across. My question is, so I kind of jimmied up that, okay, so at this person's ending of theirs, I would just add on where are you guys? I would just add on double crochets. But when it comes to sewing, do I or do I not need the exact same numbers to sew all together.
There's some wiggle room, but not a lot. I mean, you can fudge a couple of stitches, but like I would try to get it as close to an equal number as you can. I mean, you could add another round to increase the number of stitches and the size, but I mean, there's a little bit of fudge work that you can do, but if it's more than like 2 or 3, it's going to show, and it's going to create some warpage and some buckling. So, I mean, honestly, I would say just try to keep consistent, like do like one person or another person, because if you keep trying to like merge too many different ones in, then it's going to get messy.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay, Cecilia, to answer your question, yes, it does invariably curl. So what you could do is you could then, after doing the totality of the blanket, I would suggest perhaps doing maybe a couple of rounds of like just double crochet to help try to like mitigate the curl that happens with the single crochet. It was something that I dealt with myself. I never actually did end up putting a double crochet border around the whole thing, but that could help you out. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's okay. That's what I was saying, and that's why for this one I decided to go, because you see how this square goes. It's got, where is it? She ended here on this one, and then I added, and then I went and doubled. But no, I'm not loving, first of all, I'm not loving this. That's being scrapped. So what I need you to do for me then, Craig, is I need to send you this, and then I need you to do a tutorial to match up with these guys. I'll send you my hook size.
So in other words, this stream is just Russ pimping me out.
Yeah,
that's what this stream is. Russ needs a wide-brimmed hat that's like bright purple with a green feather sticking out of it. That's what Russ needs.
Can I have that hat by Saturday, please?
I thought you were going to need it on Friday.
Oh no, I pushed it off to Saturday. That's
well, no, it's on Saturday that he's planning on going down by the docks, and yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna come and fix my red light on Friday, so it'll be ready for Saturday.
Right, I forgot about that. So while we're adding list of things to do for Craig.
Yes.
I want to know, if I were to reach out to you and ask you if you would join me on my channel once, would you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was easy.
Well, I like to make it simple and easy for you, darling.
Well, yeah, no, like the only like issue that I have is like if it's like before like 2 or 3 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time, I'm not coherent. I'm sorry, Cherie. Yes, you can totally do the V-stitch as a blanket. I probably did a tutorial on how to do the V-stitch. Just like straight back and forth in rows. Yes, you totally can. It would not keep growing outward. It would just go back forth in rows. So yes, you can totally do that. I'm sorry. Squirrel. So yes, if it's before like 2 in the afternoon, I'm like, I'm
that's
not quite.
Advantage, because then I can ask you questions that might make you otherwise go, no, I'm not answering that.
But yeah, I mean, if it's in like mid-afternoon to early evening, that's totally cool. Also, on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I have work, so I'm out of bounds. But otherwise, yeah.
It would be a Saturday. I always have my Russ is over there throwing confetti.
Well, because Mob's Place and More is a member for a month.
Woo woo!
That's why I was doing the balloons and the confetti, because Mob's Place and More has been a member for a month.
My thumbs don't do that.
And Lisa
my says no.
Are you able to see the comments, Lisa?
Yes. kinda.
Okay. Well, a lot of them is saying they like the gold color better than the white.
Yep.
It's better contrast.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's less dark. It's not as dark.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm just trying to get caught up in the chat.
So then,
well, it's funny
okay.
when
So
you said that you're doing
Michelle
celestial themed. I'm sorry. When you said that you're doing celestial themed, I was like, star granny blanket, like one of those 8-pointed baby blankets. I mean, no joining. You just keep going around and around and around. You know. Hey Matt, how you doing, buddy? Because like a star blanket, it's a one piece. You know, it's super duper easy.
I know, but I'm sorry. I adore these. No.
Okay, well listen. Lisa,
Okay.
listen, Lisa, listen. Okay, all right. Here's a thought for you. If you want to go like wicked celestial, do a dark color, like a navy blue. Hi, Michael.
This is navy blue. It's not showing up.
Okay, well, no, it's fine.
Square.
Well, no. What I was gonna say is do a navy blue granny star blanket. Okay, so the whole blanket is one big star. Then you could applique those little suns onto it. So it's like suns and moons and stuff that are appliqued onto the star blanket. So it is the whole galaxy wrapped up into one. That way you don't have to piece together all of these squares, making sure that they all fit. No, you would do like one big star blanket. And those are perfect for baby blankets, the star blankets. So do like a star blanket. And then applique on little motifs of the suns and stuff, in it like a hodgepodgey manner. Boom.
Yep.
You got yourself a Milky Way, baby.
Yeah. Well, see,
that would involve sewing, though.
See, I'm over this. So what I was going to do was just attach all these guys. 1, 2, 3. How many do I have? I really want that spiral thing, though. What do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 of these, right? So I was just going to do this as like the topper, like they're all falling, and then attach them and just do, I don't know, double crochet. So this is like, here, I'm the baby, and then here's my blanket, and then
like a hem.
Yeah, like that would
top hem, and then everything down would be the solid.
Yeah, because I'm over these square. I'm sorry. I'm always sorry to everybody that likes granny squares. I do not like granny squares, but that was my plan. But I did want the spiral to make the fourth one.
Another thing that you could do is, if you can find a pattern for it, if you could find phases of the moon, right? Like the border could be like the phases of the moon going in succession, and like each corner could be like a full moon, and then in between those, get it smaller crescent, and then new, and then like I mean, I'm hearkening back to my days of being a pagan, but I mean, like that could be a cool thing. But to answer your question, Michelle, yes, I'd be delighted. Russ, if you could send her my cell phone number so she can text me, that would be awesome.
Thank you.
No worries, babe.
See, that's $25 surcharge.
Well, thank goodness I'm a man.
So if Russ, if you could do that, that would be awesome sauce.
Oh yeah, $35 surcharge. So someone sent me this picture, and I've got to show you guys. This little guy is so adorable.
Aww.
And this is Matt, the Rockin' Crocheter's dog. Rebecca's dog as well.
Just, add it seriously, Russ.
Paco.
Well, Paco, just add a little bit of mustard and relish, and he'd be perfect.
Well, you take. I'll tell you what. You take that up.
That's not nice.
You take that up with Matt and Rebecca, because I wouldn't do that to Paco. I would give him the love and the comfort and all the good stuff.
Fine. Sriracha. I'm sorry.
he was so darn cute.
He is adorable.
And Matt and Rebecca is in here. And hello, guys. Russ sends you loves.
Yes, yes, and yes.
Speaking of animals, Russ, do you mind if I do a small announcement?
You didn't get a goat, did you?
No. Russ, do you mind? You know what I'm going to be talking about, right?
Okay, $75 surcharge.
Would you stop being a prima donna for just 5 seconds? God, I know it's against your your
Religion.
no.
A giraffe. You got a giraffe.
Go ahead, Craig. Go ahead.
Thank you. No, I do not have any aminals. I mean, my animals are, easy to care for. No, there is a YouTuber on the YouTube streets, the Crochet Witch, and she is going to be doing a charity live stream, everybody. This is for an animal shelter that is in need of funds. So she's doing a charity live stream on her channel on January, I believe this is January 27th, which is a Monday. The time is not specific yet, but I wanted to put out the feelers and let you guys know. I will be there. I think ballpark, it would be like 6 to 8-ish or so. Ballpark, okay? Don't hold me to it. But somewhere in that vicinity, because like me, she is apparently also a night owl. So yes, the Crochet Witch on YouTube, January 27th, charity live stream to help out the puppies and the kitties and all the little aminals that need help and love. So be there or be square, okay?
Is she Canadian?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, I've seen a couple of her videos and we've chit-chatted a little bit here and there. But I would be lying if I said I knew. I do not know.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to, share that information with all of you lovely people. If you could show up and show your support however you can, that would be awesome sauce. Thank you in advance. So I wanted to give you guys plenty of time to save the day and mark it on your little calendars. Because when she asked me, I'm like, yeah, it sounds like definitely a worthy kind of thing to participate in. So I wanted to let all of you fabulous people know.
Thank you. So
Give
she's
them
doing
heads
a
up.
live, and you're like, is she?
Huh?
Lorraine put her channel up.
Is she doing a live and you're on her panel, or is that? What's
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so I've been putting out the feelers and letting people know, so that we can try to get some stuff going on there and, help out however we can.
Okay, I know Lisa just asked this, but my brain was trying to remember her name. But you said it was going to be on her channel.
Yes. Yeah, it's not going to be on my
Okay,
channel. It's going to be on her channel. She invited me to join in.
And you said her channel was Peace Witch?
The Crochet Witch.
Oh, my gosh. See, I can't retain information these days.
That's okay. That's all right. You're fine. So yeah, just a little announcement, PSA kind of thing. Get the buzz. Spread the word, peoples. Because
Okay.
animals are worthwhile, man.
Thing.
About the
Hey,
school.
thank you. I wrote that down.
Big school.
Well, thank you.
I didn't do anything.
Well, I didn't do anything with it.
What did you do, Russ?
Right here.
Oh, I bought more yarn. What do you think?
God,
Oh,
did it.
geez.
Surprise, surprise.
Oh, no.
And you still remember my P.O. box there, Russ?
Who? What? When? Where? How?
I
You
still have
sent
my
it straight to me?
up.
They
Still
won't
have my
let me.
Christmas tree up if you want to bring your sled over.
They won't let me ship to Canada.
Oh, we're
Well,
open
the
now.
post office strike is done, so
No, and our just to send we've gone up now. Yeah, we're back. We're off strike, but our January 29th, I was just in Antoinette's live, and I heard that the our prices are going up. Just to send a letter in the mail is going up to $1.41.
Good God.
Yeah.
Oh, mercy.
Holy.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Holy peas and carrots, that's just wrong. Send a text. It's cheap.
Yeah. It's instantaneous. It's cheaper. It's like, I don't know what they're thinking about that. I mean, it's not even a package. It's a piece of paper.
Well, yeah. So basically, our postage is going up 25%. That's just giving you. So if a letter costs that, a package will cost that. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if something costs $20 to send,
Yeah.
and it's 25% more, now it's going to be $25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wow. That's just nuts.
So I actually don't mind when I order. I got an order from Mary Maxim, well, Canada, Mary Maxim, and I think it was like, $22 to deliver it. And I'm like, I don't mind that price, because for me to drive to Mary Maxim, which is in Paris, Ontario, that would cost me way more than $22 in gas. Then you got to come back. It would take me like 3.5 hours to get there, 3.5 hours back. So do the math, right?
Yeah, you pay for the convenience, too.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Control.
Yeah.
The control. You're not going there and impulse buying a bunch of yarn that you hadn't originally budgeted for.
Now, mind you, though, there's nothing better
We did yesterday.
than touching and feeling the yarn. 'Cause
That too.
I can look online all I want, and I want a specific, like, actually, guys, here, I'll show you. I want to get, I got a new couch cover, and I want to get like these, so the pillows in that I want to make. I know I'm blurry, guys, but this Christmas bag is actually all the, and it's not going to show up. You guys aren't going to see it, so you might as well make me small. But I actually want to make all these blues and this kind of, it's not a purple. It's not a,
like a mauve?
Yeah, but a light mauve. It's not a mauve in your face mauve. So I'm now going to take this package with me everywhere I go. But for me to go online and order online, I could say, oh, yeah, that's the color for me. And I get it. And it's
but it always shows up slightly differently on your screen.
Yeah. So it's way better shopping in person. And I'm not a yarn. I would love to go yarn shopping and buy all this yarn, but I work my stash all the time.
I do too.
No, you just work at rearranging the bins.
Someone dial 911.
Mm-hmm. So, Michelle, the other thing, I'm sorry about the stream, because you said sometimes on Saturdays. I work every other Saturday. So it's like the Saturday that we just had, I work. So it's every other Saturday I'm like out of commission. So I just wanted to give you that heads up.
Not a problem.
Okay.
So you would be available this Saturday, but then you would also be available in 2 weeks from this coming Saturday.
No. I just worked yesterday. So a week from a week from yesterday. So like this upcoming Saturday would be kosher, but the weekend after, no. I'm not trying to be difficult.
No, you're not. You said the same thing I said.
I am by no means trying to be difficult. Sorry to interrupt you, Russ. I just wanted to clarify that. Go ahead with your yarn extravaganza.
So this right here is from Herrschners. It is the Joyful Shimmer yarn, and I will not endorse it.
Oh,
what's the matter
with that?
So I'm going to make myself big real quick.
Does the filament break and get itchy?
You see all of that? You see all of that?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like sandpaper.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not good.
So the reason why I'm showing this is going back to what Lisa was saying, because she wants to feel it
Yeah.
She wants to know what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a brand new yarn that Herrschners just come out with
Mm-hmm.
this year. And I got one of each color because it is what it is. And I wanted to show it to you guys, and I wanted to give you guys my honest opinion.
Mm-hmm.
FYI, do not buy.
Right.
If you're gonna make a tree skirt, or if you're gonna maybe make some ornaments
Something decor.
yeah, by all means, this will be good yarn because it is soft. Other than you can feel that grit,
Mm-hmm.
all of that.
See,
Little
that's why
specks.
so often, I mean, a lot of people, they really love the sparkly yarns, but typically 95% of the time I won't go near them because it feels like a Brillo pad, or the metallic filament is more brittle and susceptible to breaking, and then you get this little hair of filament sticking out and it'll scratch you. I can't deal with that. Now there is, however, Spring would know this because she's a spinner. I think it's called like Stellarina or Stelluna. It's like something like star like. It's a metallic-y, shiny type of fiber that you can add into your fiber when you're spinning to give it that metallic look. Now, apparently that is super duper soft. It isn't like the scratchy, metallic-y filament, like tinsel. I want to say maybe Stelluna. If anybody knows, write it in the chat, and Russ, let me know. But I want to say Stelluna. Stellina?
Stellina.
Okay, so I wasn't completely delusional and far off, but that apparently is like nice and soft, and it isn't the scratchy Brillo pad kind of nonsense that they try to pass off to us. So yeah, Russ, if it's like a decor thing, that sounds fabulous. But yeah, if you're wearing that as like a neck scarf, oh God, no, you might as well be wearing a hair shirt.
And everybody knows I love scratchy. The scratchier the wool, the better. I would not wear this against my skin. That's how bad
there's a difference. Yeah, there's a difference between like a wool scratchy and a synthetic scratchy.
I'm telling you, this is like sandpaper.
Oh God, no.
Oh my goodness, Matt. Thank you for the super sticker.
That's so sweet, Matt.
We're going to give you some balloons, and we're going to give you some confetti.
And a big old heart.
And 2 thumbs up.
Oh.
You will show off you.
I does none of that. Doesn't like me. Not like that.
So you guys know I love Herrschners. I stand by them, but I just wanted you guys to know because this is a new yarn they come out with. I would not recommend it, and I won't.
Well, I mean, they produce a lot of different kinds of stuff. You can't get it right all the time,
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna be a miss.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, it's like as much as I love Lion Brand and their yarns, some of them I just don't gravitate to. Like Shawl in a Ball, I love the colorways. Absolutely love the colorways of Shawl in a Ball, but it's impossible to frog. Because you got that foof going on. You got like a core thread and then foof wrapped around that core thread, very much like the homespun. I love the look of it, but if you want to frog it, heaven help you. So I don't use those. I use like the Pound of Love or the Mandala. I know what I like. Not everything is designed for everybody. To each their own.
Craig, speaking of Pound of Love,
yeah.
You're the only person that I know of directly that uses Pound of Love religiously.
Yes.
Have you been noticing that it's been getting scratchy?
No, can't say that I have. I mean, I have noticed a difference every now and then with like some are a little bit more dense or like a little bit thinner. When I first started using it, and this was like pre YouTube when I was using Pound of Love, it was always like this really thin, almost like a weight of 3 even. I mean, they say it's a 4.
Mhm.
I always say that it's like a 3.5, really, as far as
Mhm.
the weight goes. Great drape, really flexible. Then after a couple of years, I noticed that it was getting a little bit thicker, almost like a Red Heart Super Saver, but still softer than a Super Saver. And then like lately, it's been what I remember it as being, like a 3.5 and really soft, like no issue. Also sometimes the different colors act that way. I mean, that I've definitely noticed with Red Heart Super Saver, where you'll get like a whole bunch of different colors and you want to do a project utilizing all those different colors, but some of them, they're just like a little less drapey and they're a little bit stiffer than others, like almost like they're like a little bit of a heavier weight than others. So then it will make your project cattywampus. But typically, as of late, no, I haven't had that problem.
Okay. I've just been hearing people in the chat say that they're noticing that Pound of Love is starting to get scratchy like Red Heart.
Lately, I haven't really noticed that.
And
I've been using that for a lot of projects lately,
right.
and I haven't noticed.
That's why I wanted to ask you, because I know you use Red Heart pretty much religiously, or I'm sorry, Pound
All
of
the
Love.
time. Yeah.
But in the back of my mind, are they trying to slowly transition the softness factor of it?
Don't know, because I haven't noticed it, and if I had noticed it, I would probably say something. But no, either I'm oblivious or I just ended up with skeins that haven't like pre-affected skeins or something like that. Like I got like grandfathered in with the skeins that I have right now, so to speak. I don't know, to be perfectly honest. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, because with some yarn companies, yes, that does happen. But lately, I haven't noticed anything different.
Have you noticed it about not being wound tight?
Haven't noticed that either.
Okay.
Totally a fair question, but haven't noticed that.
I've not bought any Pound of Love in a long time. I've been basically just been buying Joanne's brand.
Mm-hmm. No, I the last time I got some, I want to say was like maybe a month or two ago. So if there have been any radical changes since then, I'm not privy to that. Because what I usually do is I will buy like an exorbitant number of the pounds, and that way I know I have enough to do whatever project I need to do, and then I will stock up again when I'm getting close to being out, or if I need a specific colorway or something. But no, I haven't noticed any issue.
I have a question.
But that's just me.
When you do your tutorials and that, or like when you're coming up with a design or something, you do the design and then you redo another one for a tutorial, or are you come up with the design and you do the tutorial in one shot? Or do I make sense?
9 times out of 10, I will do an entire prototype first.
Oh, okay.
And then I will do the tutorial. It does vary though, because trying to think of an example, like when I did the smocked Celtic weave blanket. No, I needed to know that project worked from start to finish. So I did the entire project before doing the tutorial, because also it was going to be a written pattern, and I needed to make sure that it was completely without error or problem or issue.
Yeah.
So I mean, I had the whole blanket made out previously. Sometimes if it's I'm sorry, I'm being slow on my answer.
No, that's okay.
Sometimes the project, like for instance, I'm working on a project right now that it's sort of like a fitted item, and it's a large project. So the thing is with that, I will be doing a completed prototype, but I'm going to show on the finished prototype piece.
Mhm.
I've gotten to like a certain junction point in that project where I'm going to film that out of sequence and then add it to the rest of the video to show, so that I don't have to go through the entire process
Yeah.
of going from point A to point B. And then I'm sorry, my brain is making tapioca of the answer. I'm sorry.
That's okay. My brain actually understands.
Okay. Because if there's a way of filming part of the prototype as opposed to having to do the entire thing over for the tutorial, I try to
Yeah.
take that shortcut sometimes, but most of the time I will do an entire prototype piece first, and then I will do the tutorial. That's how I usually operate.
Oh, okay.
Because that way
And
I
then
know that's how it works.
okay, and then if you're going to turn it into a written pattern, then you get testers, and then so once the testers come back, then you release your tutorial then, or do you usually are?
Usually, the order in which I do things, if it's a project that I'm planning on doing a written tutorial, like a written pattern for,
Mhm.
typically what I'll do is I will work on prototyping, and as I'm doing that, I write out the pattern,
Oh,
and
okay.
then I send out the pattern to various people to test. I get their feedback. I make the adjustments to the written pattern, and then after all that is said and done, then I do the video tutorial, so that I can then say in the video, yes, I have a written pattern, and thank you
Oh,
to the
okay.
testers, and incorporate that aspect in the video. So I make sure that all of my homework and research and
Mhm.
problem solving is done prior to doing any of the filming, if it's going to be for a written pattern project.
Oh, okay.
I like to dot my I's and cross my T's.
Mhm.
I mean, it's more fun to drink your T's and cross your I's, but I like to make sure that all of that legwork is done prior to even thinking about doing a video.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry for a really long and protracted answer, but
No,
Hello,
that's
Gary.
okay.
Thank you for stopping in.
Oh, Gary, get your butt
hi,
up on that.
Gary.
Gary, come on up. Say
There's
hi.
nothing wrong with lurking. I
Canadian.
understand. Sometimes I lurk here too. Good to see you, Gary.
Gary, if you want to come up, I'll put the thing in. I'll put the invite in the chat for you. If you
You
want to
can
come
join
up.
you can join in on the Brady Bunch, hon.
Yes, Gary
Get
wants
to
to
meet
come up
you.
and say hi to me. Right, Gary?
Russ, you enabled my recent purchase in Yarn Inspirations. It was your recent shop with me live 2 days ago.
You're a bad influence.
I have a habit of that.
I'm so glad you're embracing your enabling.
I'm not. I'm just, I'm tired of hearing people say it, so I'm just going with it.
Oh, okay. Whatever fits.
I think Gary should come up and show us what he bought.
Well, I put the link in there, so Gary, you can come up if you wish. I have spot for one more, Gary. I've been on a Karen cake. Oh, she's red velvet and buttercream kick lately.
Red
Nice.
velvet is awesome. I love that colorway. But to be perfectly honest, like I don't go to Michael's as much as I go to Walmart, which is where I get most of my yarn from. If I ever want Pound of Love, I have to go to Michael's. My Walmart never has Pound of Love, which is weird because in my area, Michael's has, at least my store anyway, they have Pound of Love, but they don't have Mandala. So if I want Mondo, I have to go to Walmart. If I want Pound of Love, I have to go to Michael's. It's like, why can't they just get their act together? But
Well,
I haven't worked with Karen cakes in a long time.
Well, before long, you're not going to have Joann's to worry about. It'll be Michael's only.
Well, there isn't a Joann's even remotely near me, so I haven't been to a Joann's in years. No offense to them, but I mean the nearest one is, I want to say, like the better part of an hour away, and I'm like, nope, nope. I'll drive 10 minutes, and I will. I'll deal with the selection at hand. I'm not driving that far.
Was Hobby Lobby, or is that a no-go store?
Hobby Lobby, there is one. I want to say it is less than an hour, but the thing is, the favorite shawl tutorial that I've created. What I like about Hobby, I mean, I don't like certain aspects of Hobby Lobby. I'm not getting into that. But what I do like about the store is that they have a lot more of a selection of natural fibers, wool, cotton, etc. That I like. It's, because like they have, like for instance, this that I made, this is the hat / cowl convertible piece that I did. This is done with superwash merino, hand dyed, and this I got at Hobby Lobby. So I'll give them credit for that. Like I do like the natural fibers that you can get from Hobby Lobby, but that's pretty much where that ends. As far as me going there, like I like the natural fibers that you can get there. Other than that, I it's not worth the drive for me. But to answer the question, what's my favorite shawl pattern? That's a good question. That is a really good question. I would be hard pressed to answer that. I don't know. I mean, I've done so many different shawl type things, over time. I don't know.
Lisa, what's your favorite shawl pattern?
Oh, I don't have one. I'm just still learning, and so any shawl pattern I see or tutorial I'm in love with, and I want to make it. So I don't have a favorite at all. I like the boho styles. That's what I'm into.
Okay. Cindy, what about yourself? Do you have a favorite shawl pattern?
Oh, the first, I don't really have a go-to. I kind of like to do a shawl and then I never do it once again. I liked the Bag O' Day shawl. It was like a 7-row repeat, and it had all different kinds of baubles and stitch work in it. I'm that type of, give me a complicated one. And another one was, and I haven't finished it yet, but it was hi Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
Fiber Spider, he did a tutorial, that one that everybody went gaga over, the virus shawl, I think it was, Virus Meets Granny. I've yet to finish that because demoed me. I was going at it, and it was I was using Heron yarn. I forget if it was
Karen what town?
It was the name of it was Newspaper.
That
it was
sounds
nice,
cool.
black, gray, and the shawl was going good. And then I stopped it, and you think it's a whip. It's a permanent whip. If I ever have to do it over again, I'd have to do it over again.
Why?
And it sucks because I'm so close. It's been about 6 years. It's still a whip because maybe I should show you, and you maybe would be like, oh yeah, you're actually on row whatever. So yeah, I said, because there's so many repeats on that one tutorial that you did. It's easy once you get going, but
that is very
all the humps in that.
Cindy made me this one and sent it to me.
That was a favorite one. That was another favorite one I did.
So is that for when you go out like gypsy dancing?
Oh, you've heard about me?
Yeah.
The Canadian gypsy.
Yeah, Cindy made that for me, and look at all the sparkle and the glitter and the
That's
Hi, Christy
the, yeah, the sequence. Yeah.
Sequins.
That was
Yeah.
a fun one to do.
That looks like it was fun to do.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some shawls that I, would gravitate to more than others, like the cloistered shell, the arbor, the virus, just a simple granny, There's so many out there. It's hard to say like which one's my favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, the Lost Souls, like that was not my original pattern, but that's one of my more watched videos. The Lost Souls shawl, it's gorgeous, it's fun, but it's also a lot of work.
I got dishes
Yeah.
to do.
That's on my list to do.
Forever.
Yeah, that's my bucket list, this Lost Souls.
Yeah, because I'm like, holy I can't
Shnikes.
do that. I
Yeah.
can't do that.
You can. I mean, the thing is, when you're doing the skulls, I mean, that it is a lot of work because there's a lot of turning involved.
Mhm.
But great things come with lots of labor,
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's a gorgeous piece, but yeah, not going to lie, it's a lot of work. If I want something that's much more autopilot, the cloister shell, the arbor, and the granny, I mean, those are fun. Those are good. There's a beauty in simplicity that will not be denied.
Well, and I
Now,
love
if we're talking about blankets, mine would be the chevron blanket. That is, I know you have to count 5 up, 5 down, 5 up, 5 down, increase, decrease, but that would be my mindless blanket that I would go. I've made so many of those. Yeah. And they turn out so pretty. So, anyways.
Especially if you've got a nice color change yarn,
Yes, yes.
If you've got a good colorway, I mean, chevrons are the way to go.
Yeah.
Oh, gray, pink, and white. Beautiful. Or blue.
Well, how many chains? So, Cherie, that totally depends on so many factors. How many chains do I need to make a lap blanket? Do you need to do a single or double crochet on the chain before I do the V-stitch? Okay, so I would say swatch. Swatch first. With whatever yarn and hook size that you plan on using, do a swatch first. And then based on that swatch, you can then figure out how many stitches wide you would need to make your initial chain. Because a lap blanket, there are a lot of definitions as far as what the size of that is. So I would say swatch it first, because also your tension and your gauge is different than everybody else's. It's your personal fingerprint. Now, if you're doing a V-stitch on it, yes, I would totally say do your chain and then do a row of single crochets or double crochets first. Yes, it would give yourself a nicer foundation. And then your last row of the project, do a row of single crochets or double crochets, whichever it was that you were using. But swatch, that is the way to go. That's why whenever I do my stitch tutorials, I always say swatch it first. That way you can figure out, based on the multiple, how many stitches you would need for your, desired width. Swatch, swatch, swatch. I used to love those watches, by the way. Swatch watches.
Swatch watches were the best.
Yeah, they were. They were more like fashion accessories in the 80s. It's just like they were plastic, they were loud and vibrant with their colors and their designs. Some of them were tacky as all get out, but they were fun.
They were in your face with a minimum of 3 polo shirts on, unless you bought the Dickies, and all your collars had to stand up. If your collar fell down, it was time to retire that shirt.
And about 5 or 6 slap bracelets, right?
We didn't do slap bracelets because we were nerds. We started slapping people in the forehead with them, and our school banned them.
Well, that happened in my school too, so.
I want to buy a whole bunch of slap bracelets. I seen a tutorial where they made like it into a snake and then a snake head, and then you just snap it on and you'll have like a snap. Oh, that's cute.
She's got one.
There you go.
It's a ruler.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah. And also the thing is, like now, like back in the day, it was just like this really sharp piece of metal that was covered by, like a thin veneer of some fabric that eventually ripped. Now they have them like covered in like silicone.
Yeah.
because back in the day they didn't care about lawsuits or child safety. Now they realize, oh, they're a liability.
Yeah.
But growing up in the 80s, every day was a constant risk of tetanus.
Yes.
Teresa, yes, I do remember one.
No, but I'm gonna Google it as soon as this live ends.
That sounds like a blanket I would do. That sounds nice.
I've never done one.
I might have seen it. I mean, it sounds like a pretty, I don't want to say generic, but like a pretty standard sort of design, Navajo diamonds. It's either stripes, diamonds, chevron types, ziggy zaggies, diamonds, definitely. But actually, I did see something like that recently.
No,
There was one blanket that I wanted to do. I can't even remember now what it was, but it was pretty. I don't even know why I'm bringing it up because I have no details or memories or information of it, but I can just picture it.
You were inspired by it. You were inspired, and that's what counts.
And I was trying to gather all I think it had like about 7 or 8 different colors to the blanket. So at that time I was paranoid and I had to have of the exact same colors that they used. And I never could find all those colors, and I forgot about it until that lady mentioned the Navajo, because it was that type of coloring.
Love it.
Or colors, I mean. But.
Amber started 3 whips this weekend.
Dang, girl.
Someone gave me a pattern book with a Navajo design blanket in it, but I really need to organize my patterns to find it.
Mm.
Do you have?
Okay, I know I'm gonna be blurry, but is this like? Oops, where are you
Lisa.
guys?
Yep, there you go, Lisa.
Like that. There's that one.
Oh, that's a pretty blanket.
Yeah, that's sort of like a granny spike. It looks like almost.
Or like that.
Like a granny spike shabbat. That's gorgeous. Gotta love those the like turquoise colors. Love that. Turquoise and terracotta.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about that.
Very nice.
Granny Virus Kaleidoscope. Ooh, you go, Matt.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up this live. I'm sorry it's so short.
No, that's fine. I have to deal with my laundry, so you're fine.
That's okay. Kevin, we'll see you in a couple of hours.
I will be between 11:30 and midnight. I'll be on.
I have work to do, so it's all good.
Me and Kevin need to eat.
I mean, if daycare paperwork set up, because
I need to wash my hair. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow.
Well, see, I can't use that excuse.
We are going to be on the ties that bind on hair this week because I just don't feel like it. I'm tired.
Okay, so I love you guys. Thank you guys for coming up. I really appreciate that.
Well, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
It was really, really fun. I love this panel.
Thanks for going live for
all of us.
Anytime. If it's on a Saturday or a Sunday, just let me know you want to go live and I can be there.
All right.
Okay.
Well, listen, you guys stay safe, stay inspired, stay stitching. Love you guys, and I will catch you later, buds.
Peace
Bye,
out.
everybody.
Bye, darling.
Cool. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace.